Welcome back to Pondaseta Road. The question for today, why, Caleb? Why?
Let's find out. I don't really know yet, but I think this is gonna be fun.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, we're gonna try some ready-to-drink cocktails in several different forms. Are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
We've got some Buzzballs here. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that, but this is actually a Texas company. They make ready-to-drink cocktails. It is actually a wine-based product. So you can buy these at gas stations and grocery stores and liquor stores, kind of all over the state.
What flavor do you have?
I got peach chiller.
Ooh, okay. I got cocoa chiller and pineapple colada.
Oh, okay.
And
Have you ever had a Buzzball before?
we have actually. Nick's mom used to bring us Buzzballs every Friday.
That was the first time I'd ever had one.
Yeah. Just to get us going through the day, through the afternoon, and it usually worked pretty well. These are 15% alcohol by volume, and they're about 187 mils. So, anyway, let's try some.
So real quick, what's an RTD? It basically just means ready to drink cocktail, typically. There's a lot of discussion in the beer industry about how RTDs are robbing craft breweries of their sort of pizzazz. And so we thought it'd be a perfect time to just sort of taste a few of these things and see if it's worth all the hype.
Let's try the
How
first
about
one.
a peach chiller?
All right, I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm not much of a peach person, like the artificial flavor. Although I was singing a very famous song earlier about peaches, it was stuck in my head for some reason.
All right, so Brett, can we get a couple of taster glasses?
Thank you.
All right.
All right, let's
Ooh,
see.
Why does it look like that?
All right. Yep, smells like exactly what I hate. Artificial peach flavor.
PGOs.
Peachios for sure.
Oh.
Oh, and it tastes like drunken peachos.
Didn't we do a test with PGOs like a while back where we soaked them in wine?
We did. This is
It tastes
exactly what it tastes
exactly
like. This tastes.
Oh.
I mean, it's not terrible. It is just overwhelming artificial peach flavoring.
It says natural peach flavors,
No.
natural flavors, and peach juice. But man, we get this critique on beers every once in a while, but like it does not taste like natural peach.
It doesn't.
You gonna drink some more?
Make sure. Make sure I don't like it.
All right, what should we taste next?
Okay, I don't like it. Let's go with pineapple.
Pineapple colada. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to mix that. Okay, it is.
I mean, this looks like coconut milk. That's a good start.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Pineapple colada. Other than standard orange wine with cream, natural pineapple, coconut flavors, and other natural flavors. Have a ball.
And it says creamy. It
Creamy.
says shake well. We didn't shake well.
Oh. All right, shake that one up.
I'll shake this one well.
Man, I get a distinct like alcohol-y smell on this one, but
For
I
sure.
also get overwhelming like suntan lotion.
Oh yeah. I mean that'll get you going right
You know
there.
what? That actually is pretty pleasant. Like
pretty good.
it smells more like boozy than it actually is. We actually have another colada pineapple-y thing. Brett, could you drop us the Big Sips?
Big sips, all right.
All right, Big Sips Pina Colada. It looks very similar in style to this Buzzball. Let's get a comparison.
Finish that one first. Is this- yep.
Actually,
Okay, this one says 16%.
oh, they're shortening. Oh wait, this is a percent more.
Yeah.
The pineapple colada.
Oh, is it? Okay. This one's not as creamy looking.
No, I think I appreciate the color and texture a little better on that. Oh, I get way more pineapple.
Oh yeah. Totally different texture.
Oh,
I feel like different flavor.
Okay, hold on.
It's
I
strong.
expected to like this better. This is gross.
I actually would probably drink this one over that one.
I mean, I didn't love the creamy piece of this one, but
Yeah.
jeez. Like,
I'm not much of a coconut person anyway, but
I like the more pineapple, but like, that's wild.
it is strong for sure.
So,
Wine cocktail.
let's face it,
Okay.
like, you and I typically drink beer.
That's right.
We're here, we have a beer at the brewery. We're at home, we've got more Pondaseta beer at home. Like, that's kind of normal for us. What do you usually drink when you're done with beer? What's your go-to?
Usually just an old fashioned or just a easy whiskey cocktail, bourbon cocktail.
Good choice.
Every once in a while, I'll grill a steak and have a bottle of wine, but I'm not a huge wine person.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I ever have bought an RTD. Like,
I haven't bought any of these. Luckily, they were sponsored by Nick's mom. Thanks, Ma.
Yeah. So if I'm at home, like, maybe I'll have a beer. Maybe I'll have a like vodka soda or a vodka cranberry or something if I'm trying to be lighter and easier. But this isn't our normal wheelhouse.
That one's not bad. I kind of like it. Did you drink some more?
All right. Let me try some more. I mean,
Definitely, like you can taste the booze in it.
It smells more pineapple-y, but like, I don't
All right.
know. It's not horrible. I could see if somebody's not a beer person, like they might like these, but they're just overwhelmingly sweet.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you're getting ready to go out and party, one buzzball, you're gonna be set to go. All right, let's get some new glasses for the Choco Chiller. And I did shake well.
Okay, great.
Pretty well, I guess. This one we've had before.
I was gonna say, I believe we've had this one. I don't think I sipped and savored though.
No.
You think you could shotgun a buzzball?
No. Just bust a hole in it.
Just saying.
Hey, that's a good test. We should test that.
Okay, so there's no way this is gonna replace a beer, but that is good.
This tastes like what are they? Mississippi mud kind of thing.
Yeah, definitely. Like it reminds me, it's sort of just like a melted chocolate milkshake.
I may or may not have poured Mississippi muds in cereal before. Just saying.
You mean the pre-made like
Yeah.
that, like the old? That's like an old school.
The one that was like a jug.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, I like this one.
All right. Out of these, this is for sure the best tasting one. Well, what's your second choice?
None of them. The chocolate one's good. The rest, if someone brought them to me, I would probably drink them before a party or an outing. But I mean, no. I'd rather just take a shot of Jaeger or something.
Jaeger boy.
Jaeger. Yeah.
All right, so let's try some of this. Like, let's try something different.
Okay, let's do that. So those weren't absolutely terrible. Still want to know why would people drink those all the time. But let's try another one. What do we got next?
Okay, so coming up next is gin and juice.
Okay.
Can you bring the drinks in, please? I'm kind of excited about this one.
I mean, the packaging looks pretty awesome.
This is badass. Like,
This is pretty cool.
so this is Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop. I mean, it's pretty cool.
Iconic.
I mean, it feels familiar, like it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's also like, it's a really cool looking package.
Yeah. So we got 4 different flavors. Let's check out the first one. What do we have here? We have citrus.
That feels
Okay.
kind of generic.
So we got the green paint on the car. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, how about a couple glasses, Brett? Thank you. Okay, so these are 5.9% alcohol by volume,
All right, so that's beer equivalent.
and apparently they're parental advisory, explicit content. So
Let's
I
see
don't know.
how
Let's
explicit.
see how explicit they are. It says all natural, low sugar. Pouring pretty clear.
Does it say whether or not it's spirit? Like, is it distilled or is it?
It says gin with real juice, citrus, rose, and natural flavors.
All right.
So it is gin. Set that
Okay.
on there. It smells like soap.
Okay, see, this is the thing with some gins. I feel like is I like gin, but like it can get a little soapy depending on what botanicals are in it.
Okay, I taste the rose. I taste some citrus. It doesn't taste as soapy as it smells,
No,
which
that's
is good.
actually kind of pleasant. I
It's
mean,
not
it's
bad.
not.
It's not bad.
I'm not gonna seek it out, but I'm not offended by this.
Okay, that's not terrible. Any other notes we want to say on this?
I mean, other than how badass that car is.
I mean, that green paint is pretty sick.
all right, let's try another one.
All right. Next, we have a purple can, and it is passion fruit. That's pretty cool.
Passion fruit's usually a pretty exciting flavor.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's pungent, it's punchy, it's fun. It's always a good hop flavor. I'm curious how this pit plays out.
So this one is gin with real juice, passion fruit, pineapple, ginger, and natural flavors.
Okay, ginger's gonna throw me for a loop, maybe.
All right. This one has a little more tint to it.
Color's a little different.
I mean, the purple car is pretty sick. Not as soapy.
Okay, I didn't think I was gonna like that one as much. I immediately smelled a huge hit of ginger, I thought, but the taste that's actually kind of good. Listen, I gotta be honest. I was expecting to hate these.
I don't know. It doesn't taste like much of anything to me. I kind of wanted more ginger, but I don't know.
I don't really taste any passion fruit.
Not a whole lot of passion fruit. Not terrible. I think if someone had these at a party or something, I might drink one.
How often are you going to parties? Because I think you lead a different life than I do.
How about a cookout?
Oh, okay. That feels more.
All right, up next, we've got melon. Pretty cool paint scheme on this car. Gin with real juice, watermelon, hibiscus, and natural flavors.
The old hibiscus trick.
I bet this tastes like nothing. Sorry, Snoop and Dre.
I expect some color since they spelled out hibiscus. Hibiscus doesn't usually add a ton of flavor. We use it in the brewing side of things quite a bit, honestly. I say quite a bit. Every once in a while. And I mean, we've used it in specific intent to add color because it's super pungent and bold, like pink color. So we had a couple of like fruit harvests. We got raspberries and they didn't have any of their normal color to them. They were kind of almost orangish,
Right.
pale.
Yeah.
So hibiscus actually helped us boost that color scheme.
Yeah.
So for this to pour pretty much clear is, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's intentional.
Yeah.
But
We steep the petals in hot water, and it just brings out a super vibrant red color. So I was expecting this to be more red. The taste, okay. What do you get?
more melon than I expected. Bit like honeydew.
Okay. It's a little riney for me.
But I don't think it's like, sometimes we talk about this, like, we've tried and sampled a bunch of watermelon purees because one of our favorite iterations we've ever made of our Becky Blonde Ale series is watermelon Becky.
Right.
Except for it was the one time we made it with fresh fruit, which is a really complicated process in a commercial brewery space. Like,
Yeah.
processing that is a pain, and then sanitation is a pain. So we usually use a puree or a juice concentrate, and man, we've had some really horrible watermelon purees.
Yeah. I don't know. This is all right. It's not terrible.
Kind of like this one.
All right. Ready for number 4?
All right, yeah, let's try it.
I think we have. Keep moving the box. Apricot.
All right, you're a little weird about stone fruit.
I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said with the peach, apricot can taste like baby food, and I don't know, just turns me off.
All right, well, pour it up. Let's go.
All right.
Losing my buzzball buzz.
Let's talk more buzz.
Okay. I'm surprised that out of this like mix pack, that one of them had a distinct color and none of the others.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't smell apricot. Do you?
I don't smell a lot of apricot, which is good. Better than the peach buzzball.
gin with real juice, apricot, honey, bergamot, and natural flavor. I'm gonna be honest. I've read bergamot on a ingredient list before. I have no idea what it is.
I was gonna ask you. I actually didn't read the ingredients because I didn't know what that was. So I'm glad you picked it up. Great job, Caleb. But you can't tell us what it is.
I think it's a root.
Okay. I actually like this one. It's kind of weird.
You like this
I
one?
kind of like this one.
It's maybe a little honey-like. I get the honey. I think this is weird. Okay, so
I kind of like it.
we're talking about why. Why, Trevor?
Why? Because you have two of the most iconic musicians. I mean, were you even born when this song came out? I know I was. Dre and Snoop made a cool product, and the labels are cool, and everyone kind of is getting to the game, or the RTD game. So why not?
I mean, so you're saying the answer to why is why not?
I'm saying the answer to why is because you're Dre and Snoop, and you can do whatever the heck you want.
Right. I guess if there's money to be made, somebody can make it. You know, why not is a
Why?
fair piece
Why?
of that.
Why not?
Would you recommend this?
One time.
I actually think a couple of these flavors were much better than I expected.
I really didn't mind the citrus, and surprising enough for me, the apricot.
Thus far, we've tasted pop culture forward, trendy, hip? I don't know, not hip. Weird, maybe, like intentionally, for sure. RTDs. Honestly, everything has been slightly better than I expected it to be. But all of it was really sweet.
Lots of sugar.
I think all of these are targeted towards a base level consumer, meaning somebody who's casually drinking, not thinking about what they're doing. And that's not to say that if you drink those, you're not smart or can't think or whatever. That just means, like, I think it is meant to be thoughtless. Like, you don't have to worry about it.
And I think everyone is trying to get into the game.
100%.
Seltzers was a thing, still is. RTDs is a thing. Every brand, every company, lots of celebrities are trying to get into this RTD game.
Sure.
And
100%.
so there's lots of products out there.
Yeah. So, with that being said, we've got two products that are way more high end, if you will.
Okay.
Meant to be a little bit more refined.
Okay.
You want to try them out?
Let's do it. All right. What do we have?
All right, so we've got Epic Western, and we have their tequila sparkling ranchwater, or brush fire is what they call it. It's a slightly spicy ranchwater concept made with actual tequila.
Okay.
And then we've got Town Branch Distilling's bourbon and cherry cola.
All right. Well, you want to try this one first?
I think it's probably the more neutral one. Let's
All
give
right.
it a shot.
Let's get some glasses. So this is made with 100% blue agave tequila, sparkling water, jalapeno, lime, and salt.
It's like I can taste it already.
Oh,
Such an epic description.
yeah. So I don't normally like spicy drinks. I do like spicy food, so we'll see how this pairs with that.
I'm right there with you. Like, I've had a few jalapeno or green chili beers and things like that, and a lot of times it just feels like it's competing for my attention when
Right.
it's in my beverage, but also sometimes feels like instant heartburn.
Yeah, and you don't want it so spicy that it just wrecks your palate for anything else you're gonna drink or eat.
Right.
All right, let's give it a try.
Okay. I smell a huge amount of jalapeno. How does it taste?
You can taste the sort of pepper, but there's not a burn for me. Maybe like right on the back of your tongue,
No, I fully agree.
but it doesn't burn your palate.
This isn't what we were just talking about. This is
Right.
not honestly, I don't think it's a palate wrecker at all. It's delicious.
This is very good.
Man, I'm
Probably my
kind of
favorite
blown away. Yeah,
so
this
far.
is pretty good. Yeah, so like I remember drinking, I think it was by Birdsong in North Carolina, their jalapeno blonde or cream ale. It was cream ale, I'm pretty sure. Had a similar flavor profile, but a little more heat and burn, and it was exactly what you said. Like,
Right.
It wrecks your palate. Like, it's great at the time. One beer is great, but
I'm
after that, you've got to change it up. I feel like I could drink.
I'm gonna have more. Okay, so you say this is a higher end cocktail. I would buy a 4-pack or 6-pack of this. Do you know what does this one run?
I think this is like $20 a 4-pack.
Okay, so it is for
yeah,
sure
that's
higher
not-
end ingredients and price, but it tastes really great.
I think the people may notice this is the only one we've both poured seconds. Well, aside from like the buzzball weirdness, but.
And it says 0 sugar, so that makes it even better.
So I think what I like about this is it reminds me of how we feel about our beer in the sense of it's all in balance. It checks each other. Like the parts are synced up well.
Right.
Like I'm impressed.
Right.
If we were asking why, the reason is for me to make this at home would take me 30 minutes to mix up like 2 cocktails for myself and my wife.
Yeah.
You could open a can like and be done.
Be done. Pour it on some ice. Yeah.
And this was 8%, so I mean like price per alcohol volume. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's easy.
Right.
We talked about the pool and how you might just hang out. Like, I could see myself drinking a 4-pack of these.
Right. Yeah. Well,
I mean, a 4-pack of double IPA level ABV, but.
Well, I'm probably gonna finish this after this shoot, but let's move on to the next one.
Yeah. Should we try the other?
What do we got here?
All right. So this is Town Branch Distilling. This is a bourbon and cherry cola.
Okay.
Similarly to what we just tried, this is a little bit more upscale.
Okay. It's called Bourbanola. I mean, Prohibition style bourbon and cherry cola. I love cherry cola. He can attest to that.
That's true. And honestly, your passion for cherry cola has imprinted itself on me a little bit too. So I'm excited to try this one. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think of bourbon and Coke as being a nice or fancy drink, but there is a moment in time that calls for fucking bourbon and Coke.
You're not wrong. So this one is made with Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey with natural flavors and caramel color. Okay.
Gotta get that color.
Gotta get that color, baby.
I think that's the cola piece, I suppose.
Yeah.
We can't hold it against it.
I mean, it looks like delicious cherry cola.
It pours, right?
All right. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, smells boozy.
It smells a little sweet to me. How do you feel?
It's a little sweet.
All right, hold on. We gotta talk about how do you make a bourbon and Coke at home? Are you measuring?
No. When Kaleb comes to my house, he always asks for all the measuring tools and all the fancy things, and I'm just like, no, bro, just count 1, 2, 3. If I'm making a bourbon and Coke at home, it's gonna be in a large container. A little bit of
container.
You know, Yeti cup, Stanley cup, whatever. Some ice. I like crushed ice. I like to chomp my ice. I'm one of those weird people. Lots of glugs of whiskey, and then top it off with a little bit of cherry cola or regular cola. And I don't use a swizzle stick, stirring stick. I just get a butter knife and just stir it around. That's how I make bourbon and Coke at home.
That is an image.
Yeah.
You've painted a picture there.
I don't drink hard liquor at all, hardly, but when I do it very well.
Yeah. So if I'm at home, I use a rocks glass, fill it with ice, 3 fingers of bourbon in the ice, which is not as much as it sounds like. It's, 2 ounces roughly, and a splash of Coke.
Okay.
Like I want the bourbon is what I want to taste. But like that little bit of sugar and sweet and caffeine, there are moments that is what you want.
After a while, all that soda just it's all the sugar kind of what we've already had. Drinking this, I feel like it's more soda than bourbon. I think it is getting very sweet. I think I could drink 1 to 2 of these at a barbecue.
Oh wow, 12%.
They're 12%. So it would be like at the beginning and maybe at the end. I would enjoy
this maybe better on ice. What do you think?
On ice would be really good, yes.
I think that would help cut the sweetness just because you've got that coldness and that melting ice factor. That's one of my favorite things about cocktails is as you drink a properly made cocktail with the right ice, like it sort of shifts and changes shape.
And you can chomp on the ice, which I said that I love to do. So,
do you taste much cherry?
I don't get a lot of cherry, which I'm a little bit disappointed in.
I smell some cherry.
I just poured a whole lot. I love Cherry Coke, the brand. I don't know if we can say that, but
Go ahead.
I love cherry Coke, the original cherry Coke. This tastes like a side
United brand,
Yeah.
grocery store brand.
grocery store cherry cola.
I would agree with you. I smell a decent amount of cherry. It's sweet.
Mhm.
I don't love this one. Despite the fact that it's in the same category, it's similarly as high end as this. This is fucking good.
Yeah. What is the 4-pack of this one?
I think it was 16.
16. Yeah.
I mean, so it's more expensive than your average beer, although it's in line with craft beer pricing.
Right.
But you can obviously get an inexpensive bottle of bourbon and a 2-liter bottle of Coke for way cheaper than that. And as we just discussed, it's not difficult to make a bourbon and Coke. That was one of my favorite parts about this drink is that, you know, our question is why?
More
Like,
detail.
There is so much going on in this. And
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, in some of the other drinks we tried too, that like we couldn't replicate the gin and juice with passion fruit.
No.
Like it'd be not that we want to either, but like we couldn't do it at home easily.
Right.
You can replicate this in 4 seconds
Sure.
with better cherry Coke or just regular
Right.
Pepsi, Coke, whatever, you name it.
So why buy this one?
I don't know.
Don't know.
I would not recommend it.
Okay.
I don't think it's bad. Nothing about it is gross. But if you have 4 seconds, you can make a bourbon and Coke.
I would maybe purchase this, but also, like you said, buy a handle of bourbon and buy a 2-liter of cherry Coke. And I think I can make something a little better than this. Honest opinion.
I fully agree. And I think that bourbon and Coke in particular is one of those that everyone has their preferred ratio. It's like,
That's very true.
I mean, you and I are probably going to drink it similarly, but like, we're going to make them different from each other on a
Right.
on a lazy, casual basis, right? Like, that's just the way it is.
Right.
I think if you're headed to float the river, you're going to the beach, I totally get it. Like, why take and bring ice and soda and a bottle of liquor?
Yeah.
This is convenient.
We've had several RTDs today.
Several.
Several.
That seems like a mild understatement.
Right. So Caleb, why? Why, Caleb? Why buy these ready-to-drink cocktail drinks? Why do we buy them?
Simple answer, I think, is convenience. And I don't think it's a bad answer. I don't love it, but like, if I'm choosing one of the things we drank today, I'm drinking this. It's delicious.
I would agree.
Spicy Ranchwater, I mean, it's a simple cocktail. Yes, you could make it at home, but we just discussed it is more complicated to mix this up with this level of complexity.
Right.
Same thing goes here. We can make this at home. We can make it at home in 4 seconds. We said it already. But you don't want to take a couple of glass bottles to the river or the lake or the beach. So convenience. It's simple.
Right.
How do you feel when it comes to beer? Like, if we're comparing ourselves, Pondaseta Brewing Co., against all of the things we drank today, are you scared?
I'm not scared of nothing. Am I scared? No, because we always have craft beer drinkers and just beer drinkers for that matter. I mean, these drinks are mostly good, but you can't drink a 12-pack of them.
No.
You could totally drink a 12-pack of Pondaseta Beer easily.
I agree. I think that it is a reasonable thing for people of the world to be looking past seltzer, looking past craft beer. Fruited sours were the rage for a minute, but what else is there? So it's a normal next step. And I think there's some good options out there. We tried a couple of things that were good and a couple of things that we didn't care for.
Right.
But I think you're right, pointing out the fact that you want something social, drinkable, hangoutable, right?
Right.
I mean, that's craft beer.
Right. So the answer of why, convenience, and people like sugary drinks.
Oh, yeah. Sugar.
Sugar.
Why? Sugar.
Sugar and convenience. Well, we're gonna cleanse our palate with a nice, refreshing Pondaseta beer, and we hope you like this video.
All right, guys. Like, subscribe, and comment below, and we'll see you guys soon.
Cheers.